What's up, sports fans? And welcome to the Sports Shack, hosted by Kerr and myself, Buddy Burnz. Today we got a special guest in the house, Fezzy. He's behind the scenes with Just Cuz, so you're going to be hearing his voice and Just Cuz's voice in our talk today. So don't be surprised and say who it is, asking who it is.
Yeah, they're the producers today.
Yeah, they're the producers, exactly. Well, we're going to get to the hottest topic floating around in the Sports Shack, and that's NFL fucking football.
Yeah, it's week one, man.
Week one, and what a great week it was.
Oh, started off as good a game as I've ever seen to start off a year, right? Green Bay, New Orleans.
Great fucking game to start off the season. Beautiful game.
Just, you know what, though? Everyone's been talking about, this kickoff rule, kicking off from the 35. And what happened in the first week? Like 4 or 5 kick returns for touchdowns.
I know. I thought it would affect it, but it's not.
It's not. When these guys decide to take it out, they're fucking going all the way.
Yeah. Hey, it's people thought, oh, they're gonna take the special teams out of football.
Yeah,
everyone's gonna be at the fucking. It's gonna be a touchback.
I know.
And it's not the case. It's fucking great. Right now, we got the boys freaking out. It's the New England game is on right now, and the Pats are fucking smashing right now, and these guys would be screaming right now.
The Miami defense is just gassed right now. I mean, they're just huffing and puffing over there, and it's only the third quarter.
Yeah, it's Tom Brady's rush fucking
offense, yeah,
is it's like the Dolphins they're out of the water, man. They're on the sand right now.
It's kind of surprising because you know what? If I would say the Dolphins probably have the deepest defensive line in the entire league. Not only do they have 4 guys who are like probably the top 4, but they also have guys on the back end. They have guys coming off the bench who could probably start in other places.
Dude, they were keeping up with them in the first half. They were going toe to toe. They missed a few, but they were throwing their punches. You know what I mean?
I think they were definitely getting eaten up though a bit.
And then you have the man at his fucking.
Now they're just getting slapped around.
Woodhead is just fucking demolishing them. Branch is now catching
I think what we see now is that all these guys, all these good offenses are able to move the ball, putting up a lot of points. I think, right now this is a league of offense. There's just that huge difference between the good offenses and like the average ones. And those good offenses are just putting up points, like 27, 30 points. That never used to be the case. You never saw an offense put up average 30 points a game. Now you're going to have, I think there's going to be like 3 or 4 teams that are going to average like 30 points.
Yeah, buddy. There's some teams making a statement this year, man.
There's like a huge disparity now in the NFL in offenses when you compare one team to another. One team's so much better compared to other teams.
What other game did you like? In Sundays out of all Sundays games.
There was a lot of blowouts. I would say there was a lot of blowouts. I think what I was surprised the most, other than I wasn't that surprised with Buffalo. I'm surprised at what Buffalo did, what the score was.
I was surprised. I wanted to mention that, but I know that we were talking about that earlier. What do you guys think about the Buffalo game? I know Just Cuz is happy. He had the Bills. You could talk, hey bro. You guys are not on mute.
Okay, don't talk then.
They don't want to talk. Fine. I guess what I said earlier is not going to happen. You're not going to hear them talk. So.
I'm not surprised by Buffalo's defense. They really, really beefed up on that line. But I'm really surprised at what Fitzpatrick was doing. And you know what? The guys are making catches. Especially, honestly, Stevie Johnson is turning into like a fucking big-time receiver.
Bro, I fucking tuned into the game. Buffalo starting fucking at Kansas City's 20.
Oh.
Holy shit, man. That's fucking great. What a great way to start. You know what I mean? You can't fuck that up,
buddy. You know what?
They
honestly are a team with a lot of fucking weapons. You got a lot of,
one
weapon that they're not even using. You don't even hear CJ Spiller. He's probably the most dynamic offensive player on that team.
Yeah.
And they haven't figured out how to get him the ball. Once they figure out how to get him involved, that kid was like unreal in Clemson. He was the best offensive player in the entire, college when he was playing.
Yeah,
so,
no shit.
That team, they haven't even peaked yet.
Well, let's see if they're the real deal, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think another team that surprised me was Cincinnati. How did they go into Cleveland? That's disastrous.
I know. You know what, man? I told my corner store guy that was my to go against the Browns, and then I didn't even do it myself.
That whole city.
He's smiling at me this morning when I'm going to go there to grab my newspaper. He's laughing at me. Haha, I win. I'm fucking here screwed.
That whole city is just, they got a lot of, a lot of pressure on them in Cleveland. Those guys really want Cleveland to do well. And losing to their Ohio, their own, basically Cincinnati, that's horrible. And look who is on Cincinnati. They basically gutted the entire team.
No shit.
They have, Andy Dalton, who was from TCU. Basically,
he got hurt.
He got hurt during the game, yeah.
Oh, there
but you know what? He was doing good.
Lying.
He was winning when he went out, and they just kept on winning. I mean,
horseshoe play though.
Okay, what about the fucking state that the Colts are in? The Colts are fucking without Peyton Manning, buddy.
I'll just say one thing is honestly, they had the worst matchup possible against Houston in the first week. Absolutely, the one team that hates them the most is Houston Texans.
Yeah, I know. They've been bullied by them for fucking years.
That is like the worst. And you know what? I kind of knew this was going to happen, that even if Houston was up, they weren't going to stop. You know what I mean?
That was horrible.
They just were not going to stop against them because they wanted to not just they wanted to embarrass the team. And they were, 35-0 after the first half?
Embarrassing, too, was the fucking Giants.
Oh, well, I'm not convinced on their receivers yet. And I'm not convinced at all with...
I know, buddy, man. But when it comes to the Giants, dude, when you look at the lines are so hypnotizing. You know what I mean? Oh, they're so good. Like, you're already licking your lips.
Well, you know what? I think Rex Grossman starting for
Washington
had a lot to do with that line. But you know what?
He played great, bro. He played great. He played fantastic. Better than a guy who's making fucking 16 point something odd fucking $1 million a season. What the fuck, man? You pull a disaster game like that?
I wouldn't.
Fuck.
You know what? I wouldn't blame Eli Manning that much. He's not as good as his brother.
Not even close.
I just don't think he's as consistent as his brother. But you know what? He doesn't have as many weapons as his brother.
But dude, the guy thinks he's fucking good. He got set up for a stupid fucking
Listen,
an interview.
Honestly, when he had the weapons and he had the offensive line, he won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He doesn't have that offensive line
that
anymore.
Little fluky
He doesn't have those receivers anymore.
Yeah.
And you know what?
They're
The backs aren't as good as, they're a bit older.
And they're all fucking, it's all hype.
And their defense isn't anywhere near. Like, their defense used to be, like the best defensive line in the league was the New York Giants.
Yeah.
They don't have that defense anymore.
Who do you think has the best defense now?
You know what? I think every team has different aspects that they're good at on defense. Like I said, Miami's probably got the best front defensive line. I would also say, maybe a team like the Ravens probably have the best secondary.
Yeah, dude. Baltimore's the real deal this year, man. Fezzi's over here fucking...
Baltimore, yeah, that's
his team.
That was, a statement right there. I mean,
we got 3 Viking fans, and we're not even going to talk about the Vikings. Fuck.
I think, you know what? I think with Baltimore, it's just amazing that it's taken them this long to be
Well,
good.
if they don't do it now, you know what I mean? They need that... I think Lewis is getting fucking older and older,
I think it's their coach. Their coach basically is starting to untie Flacco. And he's also getting Ray Rice in the game more. Ray Rice is now, firmly involved in just about everything that they do. And that guy's, the best offensive player on that team. And he's just give him the ball. It's not that difficult. He's like Chris Johnson.
It's all the defense.
Yeah, but
7 turnovers.
Defense wins championship.
Come on, you think Pittsburgh basically self-destructed with this?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, Jay, we're going to end it here because our time's running down. So follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
And check out our website, www.thesportsshack.ca.
We say it, we play it. Later.